Good evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is your Realtor Hugo with another live. Today, we're unlocking the potential, a beginner's guide to real estate investing. So, join me as we explore the ins and outs from a investor beginner's standpoint on what you can and should do when it comes to your next investment property. I, as always, am your realtor, Hugo, licensed in Maryland with Long and Foster at your service. It is always my pleasure to greet all of you. My phone number 240-389-4846. My email, hugo at lnf.com. And my website is yourrealtorhugo.com. And today, like I said, we're going to be talking about investing. So let's jump into it. First and foremost, welcome. Today, we're diving into the basics of real estate investing. Real estate investing involves purchasing properties to earn income, either through renting, leasing, or selling at a higher price. It's a great way to build wealth over time compared to more volatile investments like stocks or bonds, offering both steady rental income and the potential for property appreciation. But remember, it's important to understand it does require a bit more than initial investment and usually has some sort of hands on management necessary to make it successful. Number two, types of real estate. Let's talk about what you can invest in. For beginners, residential properties like single family homes, apartments, or duplexes are usually the best starting points. They're easier to manage and always in demand. Think about whether you'd rather rent out a property for steady income or perhaps buy and sell homes after increasing their value through improvements. And this is truly the key of whether or not you should think about this as a flipping business, or if you are just going to live in the property and make the most out of it. Because really, it's not for everyone to go into business of real estate, but it can be for many people to invest in real estate. So knowing where you are on the spectrum of how involved you want to be in the investment help you mitigate risk and also make the most out of your time with your property. Number three, the benefits of investing in real estate. Investing in real estate comes with some compelling benefits. First, there's the potential for passive income through rental earnings, which can be a steady source of money. Property values also tend to increase over time, which means your investments could grow in value. Plus, there are great tax benefits like deductions for mortgage interests and property taxes, as well as maintenance expenses. So, all things to think about. And I've told you many times before to remember that there are benefits for taxes when you are investing in real estate and paying down your mortgage. So make sure that you are working with a accounting professional to make the most out of your deductions. Number four, risks involved in real estate investing. However, every investment has its own risks. With real estate, this includes unexpected expenses from repairs, potential vacancies between tenants, and fluctuating market conditions. For example, you might buy a property thinking it might need minimal work, only to find out it requires specific requirements and repairs for these repairs. Has specific requirements for the repairs. To mitigate these risks, always perform thorough property inspections and set aside a budget for unforeseen costs. The last thing you want is to have a situation like this where all of a sudden, boom, you have this unexpected cost that you really can't go around. And then what are you to do? So doing your due diligence on what some of the bigger, unbeknownst to you, issues might be is always smart. Now, how do you know what you don't know? You don't. You just have to do your due diligence and be as thorough as possible. Number five, how to start investing in real estate. Ready to get started? Your first step should be to educate yourself about the market, clearly define your investment goals, and secure your financing. How many times have we talked about getting pre approved for a mortgage? You'll typically need a substantial amount down, often 20% of the property's price for an investment property. And you'll also have closing costs and initial maintenance to consider. Let's not forget financing. Securing a mortgage is a common route, so understand your credit score and debt to income ratio is crucial. Those are two things that a lot of people don't really truly get a grasp of. Debt to income refers to how much you bring in versus how much goes out in uh, revolving credit, in debts, in student loans, in repayment programs, in collections. These are all things that are deducting from your income and how much you could potentially spend on your home, because your after your debt to income is figured out, the amount that is left over on your monthly income, your gross, in other words, that we take one third of that to qualify you for your mortgage. So if you make, what, say $6,000 a month, you could only qualify on $2,000 a month. And that can range in what type of property you can get. It can be anywhere from, I believe 370 to 400,000, around there. Probably 350, 400,000, depending on where you're living and taxes. But it is something to keep in mind that you will need a lot of initial investment. With the mentality that it is investment property, they already expect you to have a lot of this liquid, but there are other ways to work on an investment over time. It's just really being realistic about your goals, what you are going to need a home for now, and what you would like to do in the future. And working with a professional, they can help you accomplish those dreams, because they're all very doable. It's just we don't need you getting yourself wrapped up in a mess, making it more difficult for anyone. So work with a professional, ask various people what they think and what you should do, and pick a lane and stick to it, because at the end of the day, you know you need to really be clear on what your intention is of what you want to do and get it done. Number six, understanding the market. Understanding the real estate market is key to successful investing. You should keep an eye on local market trends, such as the average property price and rent rates. Analyzing these trends can help you spot opportunities and make informed decisions. Remember, the location of your property heavily influences its rental demand and value appreciation. So, the tried and true motto that everyone has always known from like infancy is real estate is all about location, location, location. And that is true even to this day. The location of a property matters in how much it's going to cost to operate, how much it's going to cost to live there, how expensive it's going to be, and how much demand there is from others that you would like to sell the property to. So it's a today game, yesterday game, tomorrow game. So you have to look at all of that when you're investing in real estate. Number seven, financing your real estate investment. When it comes to financing, you have several options, mostly in revolving around mortgages. There are fixed rate mortgages where interest rates remain the same over a loan period, and adjustable rate mortgages where interest rates can vary. Qualifying for these loans typically requires a good credit score, a stable income, and a low debt to income ratio. Remember, we're looking for as low as possible, because we can only qualify you with a third of your gross income after all your expenses have been taken out. When it comes to steady income, we need at least the last 2 years of good, reputable, provable income. So make sure you're paying attention to that. They might ask you for bank statements, tax returns, things like that. So all things to just keep in mind. Don't get frustrated. It's just they would like to see the numbers stay consistent and a good average over the course of 2 years minimum. Number eight, the role of real estate agents. A real estate agent can be your best resource. They help you find your properties, negotiate deals, and handle much of the paperwork. A agent's local market knowledge can be invaluable, especially when you're starting out. Make sure you're choosing someone experienced in your investment property type who comes highly recommended. And a real estate professional goes without saying they are worth their weight in gold. So work with someone that has done this before, specializes in that type of market, specializes in property investment because there are all sorts of really great realtors and real estate professionals that know what they're doing and specialize in investment properties and how to flip them for maximum profit as fast as possible. So there are tons of ways to do real estate, but there's some very standout realtors that I can just think of in my mind that really would be an asset on your team. So do some interviews, look around, see who comes highly recommended, and find yourself a good realtor that can help you out with this process. Number nine, long term versus short term investments. You can choose between long term and short term investments. Long term involves renting out your property to generate steady income over many years. It's safer but requires patience and ongoing maintenance. Short term investments like flipping houses can yield quick profits but involve higher risk and significant effort in renovation. Those are really the basics on both of the spectrums, both ends of the spectrum. When it comes to short-term investments, there is great potential, but we are seeing less and less of these properties on the market. But when it comes to a long-term investment, renting it out over a long period of time, that could really become a huge portfolio all unto itself for you and for your loved ones. You could put it into a trust and really build something that grows perpetual wealth forever. So it's all about maintaining these properties and growing the knowledge to do it right because this can last for a very long time. And that's how we see generational wealth. But all it takes is one generation, one bad decision, and it all disappears. So it's very hard to make it, and it's very easy to lose it. So learning financial literacy, learning about real estate, understanding how this stuff works and how you can benefit from it, even if it's just a little bit, you're ahead of the pack. And being interested in stuff like this, you're ahead of the pack, and I commend you for that. Number 10, tips and strategies for success. Finally, some strategies for success. Always focus on location and overall cost involved in buying and maintaining a property. Understand expenses or overestimating rental income can quickly turn a promised investment sour. And never stop learning. There are countless resources out there from books to seminars that can help you become more savvy investor and use them. There is no reason you shouldn't be using Google every single day to grow your business and everything that you do. So, if you're just joining us, today we're talking about unlocking the potential of real estate investments, a beginner's guide to real estate investing. And a quick recap of today's lesson is the introduction of real estate, why we buy properties, and it is to make income, whether a flip or a long term lease. That's why we invest in real estate. The types of real estate investments, they can be very popular for beginners to get into single family homes, apartments, or duplexes as a starting point. Number three, the benefits of investing in real estate. Investing in real estate comes with some great benefits for your taxes. So think about that for the future. Number four, risks involved in real estate investing. With any investment, there might be some risks. So make sure that you are doing your due diligence. Number five, how to start investing in real estate. It all really starts with having the money ready to have a down payment first, but also to get proper financing for the situation that you want to work on. Number six, understand the market. What market do you want to break into? How has it changed and how will it be changing in the future? Understand that for your investments. Number seven, financing your real estate investment. How will you pay for everything? Making sure that you can secure that loan. Number eight, the role of the real estate agent. Where do we come into the whole equation? We should be your guide, helping you navigate the whole landscape and giving you knowledge where you need it most for the questions that you might have on your mind. Number nine, long term versus short term investments. Understanding how we think about flips as short term investments and leases as long term investments for a portfolio. And number 10, tips and strategies for success. Again, focusing on location, understanding expenses, and not overestimating rental income, and never stopping the learning process. It is always a new day in real estate, and that's why I love this industry so much. I can always wake up the next day and learn something new. So, as always, I appreciate all of you learning with me every single day. My name is Hugo Quintanilla. I am your realtor, Hugo, online, and yourrealtorhugo.com is my website. Hugo at lnf.com is my email, and 240-389-4846 is my phone number. I'm super excited to show you guys a little bit more stuff this week than usual, but wow, it is a crazy week. Just to let you guys know that the numbers that I released earlier, go check them out on Instagram. Days on market, 8 days on market. Properties are flying off the market and they're actually going for 102% over list. So we're seeing higher prices for properties. We're still seeing more inventory than we have in a while, but it's hot out there. So, yeah, people are not waiting. They are got really scared with the ability, with the maybe the thought that the interest rates might even go higher. So now people are jumping in. And any home that's in a good price, that's in a good area, that's priced correctly, that shows well, it's selling. So if you need help pricing your property correctly for your market, give me a call. I'd love to pay your home a visit and help you out. Remember, I'm licensed in Maryland, but I can help you out all over the United States. So don't hesitate and reach out. Okay. It's always a pleasure working with you and talking with you. I will see you all tomorrow for another lesson. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about the impact of market trends on real estate investments, just in case you were curious. So I appreciate you all. Have fun tonight. Take care, get some sleep, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye.